So, a quick market update. I've talked to a lot of real estate agents in the last couple weeks, and just looking at the state of our market, I think we're all kind of victims to, well, a lack of inventory. And for the move-in ready homes that are out there, right? They're going live Thursday, they're going live Friday. I know just about every realtor has experienced this and is feeling it right now. If you don't have your shit together by 5 o'clock on Saturday for highest and best, that house is gone. Your client never had a chance. And chances are, if they did scrap together an offer, there were 6 others or 4 others on the table, and they just weren't willing to go as high as everybody else, right? So in talking with all these, real estate agents and just looking at the state of our market, it's a little bit tricky right now. And what we are starting to see work really well is renovation financing. Historically, if you look back the last 4 or 5 years, renovations have not been top of mind, right? There's negative connotation around, all right, this is so much more work for me as the realtor, it's more work for my clients, do these actually come to fruition? And, when you look at it, part of that connotation also surrounds the affordability of money, right? People need loans for these houses, and your typical renovation loan is treated very similar to a construction loan or a one-time close type program where it's a minimum 25% down. That rate's taking a 1% hit, and you're probably paying points off the top. Given where we're at, investors and banks are always transitioning, what their focus is. And we're starting to see the really early stages of investors focusing on renovation, right? Let's take what's on the market right now that's older than 30 days, right? 30, 50, 70, 180 days on market. There are homes out there, right? They're the 4-bed, 2-bath your client's looking for, except the kitchen's disgusting, the whole home is outdated. You don't want to live there, neither does your client, right? And there's this aspect of, that's where the deal is. That's where clients are winning, right? That house, if it were fixed up and renovated, might be $450. If you look at the comps in the area, and it's going for $280, it's going for $320, right? It fits your client's pre-approval needs. Maybe it needs a $100K facelift or something as simple as $40K in 1 bathroom. That money is now becoming more and more available. And as investors switch their focus to this, it becomes more affordable too, right? So going back to that 20% down payment, a couple points off the top, what we've really geared our investors towards, and one of our big financing focuses is, maybe it's not the big Lake Minnetonka renovation, it's these smaller homes and these people who aren't pre-approved for anything under the sun. 3.5% down payment on an FHA 203K loan, right? Or a 5% on your conventional renovation options. So the down payment is there. The barrier to entry is not that big. Now getting that message out and finding clients and helping them understand that it's obtainable and they don't have to pay, top dollar for the move-in ready home. They can actually craft it and create it themselves, right? You want to take a wall and open up the kitchen so that you can envision your whole family coming over for Christmas. Like, that's what we're trying to build, and we're trying to help clients get there. The biggest focus for me over the last 8 weeks or so is, so many people don't want to do this because it's such a big, daunting task from afar, right? And if we start to unpack it and make it make sense, all right, we get a little more comfort, but there's still that idea of, where's my general contractor coming from, right? You can get a bid from one guy on a bathroom that says 55 grand, and the guy down the street's doing it for 12. I have added 6 different general contractors to my fold. So the idea is, let's get an idea of what the scope of work could be and play matchmaker within the 6 vetted people that I've taken time to, look at their past work, understand their pricing model. How available are they, right? You don't want to wait 3 weeks for a quote. Chances are they got to walk through that home with you on a second showing and start to put all these numbers together. Well, if that's going to take us a month to put together an offer, it doesn't make much sense. If it's something where it's a one-stop shop and we can create this and make it all happen in 3 to 5 days, now it's a lot more realistic, right? So my goal in kind of spreading this message is to be the expert in renovation financing. Realistically, is this going to help you find 40 more clients this year? Probably not. But if you can help 6, 7 extra families find a home, in which case, normally they're missing out on offers and they're going through that same emotional battle of, do I buy or should I go back to renting? What do I do? This is designed to help those people who are struggling or don't want to pay top dollar for move-in ready. And that's really what we've built here. If it's an interest of you or you have a client that maybe would even consider it, it's as simple as a phone call. It's a 20-minute conversation to run through the details, understand the pre-approval, how it changes from beautiful move-in ready, simple offer to, we're gonna have to renovate and do a project. Maybe it's the basement, maybe it's the kitchen, whatever it is. If you have a client that just can't win right now, it might be worth a conversation, right? I'm happy to jump on the phone with you and your client. I think that it's more of a team focus type offer, right? Between yourself, myself, and a general contractor that we're fitting them with. It really does take a team effort over the course of a week to put it all together, make it make sense, make sure our ducks are in a row. And from there, it's fairly easy. Underwriting qualifications are the same. It may not be the 14 or 20-day close that you're used to. I generally want a 45-day closing, but these homes are sitting. They weren't going anywhere anyways. So it's kind of this perfect storm of, if it fits their bucket and they might be open to it, I think it's worth bringing up. It comes with a lot of questions. It comes with, a need to be the expert in it. I'm happy to help answer questions. If you have anyone that this might fit the bucket for, or you're anticipating you'll have a client this year that might need something similar, I highly recommend just reaching out. Right, give me a call. I'm happy to talk through it, explain it. If it's for you, great. If not, we'll move on. I believe that the way the market is trending, we don't have a solve for inventory. So chances are, getting an understanding of it today rather than 3 months from now when you actually find that client is going to serve you really well.